Hey everybody, what's going on? All right, I'm back with a new video today. This one is a quick updates on the upcoming Calgary Expo. I finally locked in some tickets and I wanted to just share what my plans are with you, as well as this sweet new pickup from Gutter Garbs. This one I've really been looking forward to for a while. It's pretty sweet, so I can't wait to take a look at it. So let's get into it. Okay, so the Calgary Expo, as you know, if you've been watching any of my previous videos on it, I've been talking about the Calgary Expo coming up soon at the end of April. There is a pretty extensive guest list. A lot of fantastic names are appearing there. It goes on for, I believe it's 3 days or maybe 4. But the big day, anyway, of course, is Saturday, as always. That's where your entry fees are going up in price. And typically, any celebrity that is going to make an appearance is definitely going to be there on the Saturday, anyway. But that is the day that we have tickets to go. And I say we because I'm bringing my kids with me as well. We're planning on driving down to Calgary and going to the expo to check everything out. But of course, because it is pretty expensive and money, of course, is limited, we had to narrow down who we were going to visit, who we were going to try to get a photo op with or an autograph from. And out of all these great guests that are going, I finally narrowed it down. The first one was a no-brainer for me. I absolutely have to see Sam Raimi. I'd really like to get an autograph. I'd like him to autograph a nice collectible piece I have from the original Spider-Man. Actually, let me show you that. Okay, so back a little over 20 years ago, I picked up this Spider-Man collector's set that came out not long after the film did. Got it, of course, it's limited edition, limited numbers. I'm not sure how many it was limited to, but this was on the bottom, the Spider-Man limited edition collector's DVD gift box set. So looks like this, and it comes with some pretty awesome little add-ons like this right here that I still have packaged, of course, and this little right up here as well. Spider-Man with great power comes great responsibility. It's sort of like this transparent little piece, pretty neat, as well as a sort of a reprint recreation of the original Spider-Man #1 comic. Amazing Fantasy, as you know. Again, I'd love to have a look at this, but I don't want to open it, so not going to happen. Anyway, I've had it all these years. It's the widescreen special edition, and on the other side, it has this beautiful piece of film history, actually, right here. It's called the Cenotype. On the back, Spider-Man leaping out of the way of the razor bats in the fire building. And on the back, it's got this quote from Sam Raimi. I had the pleasure of collaborating with John Dykstra and a talented team of artists at Sony Pictures Imageworks on the CGI version of Spider-Man for nearly 2 years. This shot represents the accumulation of that work. I continue to be amazed when I compare CGI Spidey versus Tobey Maguire in the suit. In most instances, they are indistinguishable. Beyond the photorealism, what impressed me about this particular shot was the ability of the animators to capture the grace and agility of the human form, Spidey's fluidity, the way in which he dodges the, quote, razor bats in the air and dances away from their deadly blades makes this shot, this cell, one of my favorites from the film. Then it says this limited edition Spider-Man Cenotype is produced from a select single computer-generated image and includes one frame of corresponding film footage produced from that image. The Spider-Man image is digitally scanned and expertly reproduced using intricate state-of-the-art imaging and printing techniques. The film footage is an actual 35mm film frame reproduced from the original CGI image by master film technicians. So it's a reproduction piece of the film right here. And that's what it says on the back. So it's a pretty sweet little collectible, but I thought this would be a perfect piece to have Sam sign. I thought that'd be pretty cool. yeah, so I thought that is worth signing. I have all sorts of stuff I could get him to sign, like my Evil Dead box set behind me there would be cool because, of course, I'm a much bigger fan of his horror and Evil Dead and everything. But I have the Groovy collection down there. I'm sure you guys know that. And I do have the Evil Dead, the game album that I picked up not too long ago here, as you can see. So, I mean, there are options, but I just think that this one is more, I don't know, it's more limited, maybe more special. So I'm thinking to probably get that signed, or maybe I'll just have him sign the Groovy collection or something cool like that, because, you know, I am a big horror fan. That really is my favorite. Even though Spider-Man is definitely my favorite superhero, always has been. Sam Raimi, though, Evil Dead, dude. That's what we know Sam for. And he's done so many great things. I mean, he did The Gift. That's a great movie nobody ever talks about. But he's done all sorts of awesome stuff. But I'm thinking I would have him sign that for me, or maybe the Groovy collection. I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? I mean, maybe I should go more the horror route because it's my thing. But I don't know. That Spider-Man cell I thought was pretty sweet. And of course, being a limited edition, I'm sure there's not a ton of them around. Certainly not a lot that would be signed. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's sort of where my head's at with Sam Raimi. But that one was a no-brainer for me. I'm like, I've got to get his autograph and get a picture with him at least. I'll wear one of my Evil Dead 2 shirts, I'm sure, because that's still my favorite of all the Evil Deads. Yeah, so Sam Raimi, no-brainer. Now, once we got a couple from Sam out of the way, we thought the next two we're going to go with is David Harbour and Christina Ricci. We thought those were the most special. Certainly for me, the kids have seen a lot of their work and really enjoy their shows, of course, as well. And I've been watching Christina Ricci forever, since we were both kids, basically. So it'll be really cool to meet her. And David Harbour, I mean, Stranger Things is amazing. We really enjoyed Violent Night. He just seems like a great guy. And again, he's around my age. He's only about a year older than me. Christina's a few years younger. But yeah, those are the ones we are planning on getting some interaction with. Even if it's a quick photo or whatever, that's pretty awesome. So looking forward to that. That is coming up on Saturday, April the 29th for the Calgary Expo. So looking forward to that. Should be a lot of fun. Okay, so moving on to the pickup portion, we have a Gutter Garbs pickup here. I've really been looking forward to this one. This one is actually called New York Has a New Problem. And that might give you a little hint. I know I've been talking a lot of Scream lately on the channel. This is not Scream. Although this is mildly related to that new Scream movie, because there was a point in Scream 6 where they were actually watching this particular movie. And you will probably recall that would be Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. So, naturally, when they say New York has a new problem, they are referring to Jason and Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. So let's take a look at this shirt. Like I said, I only got one this time, which is super rare for me. The only chance I'm going to do that usually is if there is a really, really good pickup, or it comes in long sleeve, like this one. So this one is naturally a slightly more expensive shirt anyway. So because it is a little higher up there, I thought it's worth it in this case. And wow, does this ever look cool. What's so awesome about this is I have a lot of Friday the 13th teachers. I have absolutely none of Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. But look at this awesome design. Again, from, of course, Sam Coyne. That's Sam Hain 1992 on social media, Instagram. He has all kinds of beautiful work all the time. Sam has his work regularly featured through Gutter Garbs. I know they go after his designs quite often, and as they should, because he is an amazing artist, and this is no exception. I thought this, hands down, was the coolest Friday the 13th Part 8 Jason Takes Manhattan t-shirt I've ever seen. I've seen a handful out there over the years, and I've had an opportunity to grab a few, but none of them really struck me as something Really, truly awesome looking. And this was the first one. So when I saw this, I was like, that looks absolutely awesome. I think it's time to put a part 8 in my collection. And of course, I love the artwork on the sleeves. I love New York on the left. Very cool. And on the right, the shot of the hockey mask through the tear in the sleeve. So again, this one was available through Gutter Garbs. This was another one of their get it or regret it designs. Usually when they drop something Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, it's available for like 3 days. I'm sure it has to do with the licensing and just how it all works. But this one I'm sure is long gone. It's just the way it works with these. There is one on right now this weekend. It's today is Good Friday. Friday, April the is it the 7th today? It's the 7th today. Anyway, it's on for this weekend. I believe it's on still until Sunday. They have one on right now for Jason Goes to Hell. I believe it's a Sam Hain 1992 design. That's Sam Coyne again. It looks fantastic. I'm just not a fan of Jason Goes to Hell at all, and I can't justify dropping the money because these aren't cheap for the shirt. Even though it would be nice, you know, to have one in there. It's just I have to get really picky over what I'm getting these days, especially with these conventions coming, you know, and the Calgary Horror Con is going to be in June, so you know I have to be really selective with where I'm throwing my T-shirt collection money these days. As well as there was a 4K announcement of Creepshow that finally happened. Thanks to Richard Diaz for covering that as always, much appreciated. Like Richard, I'm a big Creepshow fan, as you know. I've been really looking forward to upgrading mine for the longest time, as I still have the DVD. I never really did upgrade to the Blu-ray. I was going to, and I kept putting it off. And then once all these 4Ks started coming out a few years back, I started saying, just wait for the 4K, wait for the 4K. And I thought for sure by its 40th anniversary we'd get a 4K. And of course we didn't. It's crazy because this is year 41 for Creepshow, but it was announced. It is finally coming out. There's a lot of really cool packages as well with it. You know, through Scream Factory, you can get the Gutter Garbs pin set. There's some that come with posters, and I believe they also have some kind of media cards or something like that with them. So pretty cool, but they get really expensive. Like I didn't order anything like that. I ordered the collector's edition set that just has the 2 posters. The poster art looks really nice, so I thought that would be worth it. And it's nice to have stuff like that, especially for my my little corner here that I like to rearrange and decorate every now and then. So looking forward to that pickup. Creepshow is absolutely awesome. So I really hope it's everything it should be in 4K. Anyway, that is pretty much it for now for the pickups. For the next video, I've been working on the Scream franchise ranking, mainly because most of the videos I've been doing for all of March almost always have some kind of Scream relation in them. It's just been a very busy month for it, of course, with the release of Scream 6 and its success. It's made a ton of money. It's getting a lot of favorable reviews. I just finished watching it a third time yesterday, actually, so I wanted to go ahead and get my ranking out there as well. So that will be in the next video, is a Scream franchise ranking, just trying to sort of wrap up the Scream stuff for a while. But yeah, I look forward to some other awesome stuff coming up in the near future, as well as more news about the convention and just what's what. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you guys again for the next one. Take care.